Hi, I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Cobb, and I have to cook a complete meal for 4 with ingredients I'm about to buy today at the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market, but I only have $20 to spend. Find out if I succeed coming up on the $20 challenge. Hi, I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Cobb. Welcome to the $20 challenge, where I just have $20 to buy enough at the farmer's market to make a meal for 4. This week, it's a little rainy outside, it's a little damp, and it's the perfect day for comfort food. So what's the ultimate comfort food? The ultimate comfort food for me is gumbo. So I'm gonna make a gumbo and maybe a cornbread or a skillet biscuit. I'm not really sure, but let's go shopping so we can find out. Hey, good morning, Gabe. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good too. So I'm gonna make some gumbo.
Okay.
And I do believe that one of the essential things of gumbo, or at least my gumbo, is andouille sausage. And a little bird told me you have some andouille.
I do. I have some.
Good. I will take some. How many links are in a package?
There's 4 in a package. I have some right here. I'll let you look at them.
This is more than enough. I know that I probably won't use all of them today, and I'll probably save a couple of them, and hey, it'll be breakfast tomorrow.
There you go.
So how much do I owe you?
That's $7.30.
Ta-da! I'll put this right in here.
I owe you $12.70.
And I will take my $12.70. I don't think I'm going to spend all $20 today.
Well, that's good.
Well, gumbo, it's not really that expensive, all the ingredients, but we'll see. My eyes are bigger than my budget, so we'll see what happens today.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll see you next time.
All right. Enjoy it.
Hey, Miss Virginia, how are you doing this morning?
Just fine.
All right, I see you got some shell beans. What kind of beans are these?
That's called white acre.
A white acre, and these are...
Peak eyes.
I've had those before, and these beauties...
Or baby limas.
Oh, yeah, I want some of these. And they are $3.75 for a bag. Okay. And I have $3.75 to give you. Ta-da! And I'll put them right in my bag. I'm making gumbo today. Put that right back there. And I will absolutely come back and give you samples because it's going to be really good. Very flavorful. You're going to need to taste your beans. Thank you, Miss Virginia. And I'll see you next time.
Have a good day.
You too. Hey, how are you? Okay, I'm making gumbo.
So you
And
came for the okra, didn't you?
I came for the squash, actually.
That's right, the okra's over there.
The okra's over there, but I'm gonna get a crookneck squash because I only need is one.
Okay.
So, and it's $1.10 a pound.
$1.10 a pound.
So
yes,
that
ma'am.
means I can get like a little baby one, and it won't cost that much.
It'd be like 15 cents for that one.
How about these two? That's all I need.
All right.
We'll go from there and see what happens.
25 cents.
How much cents?
25 cents.
Oh my gosh.
And these were grown locally right here in Winston, and we picked them in the last 2 days.
Oh, awesome. So it's super fresh.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
The only way you get any fresher is if you're growing it in your car. There you go.
Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this fun?
Hey, Jean, how are you doing?
Hi, Nikki. I'm doing pretty good. You having a nice week?
Yeah, so far so good.
Good.
Today I'm going to make gumbo, and I see you have celery here, and so I'm going to get celery because celery is part of the Holy Trinity, and it's celery, green peppers, and onions, and so I'm going to get this celery and
Now say that one more time. The Holy Trinity is
celery, green peppers, and onions. Actually, the Trinity is celery, green peppers, and onions.
Is there
And then Holy Trinity is when you add garlic to it. So yeah, do you have garlic too? You do have garlic.
Yeah, I've got the holy stuff.
Yes, yeah, you do. You have the holy stuff. And I just need a tiny baby onion.
Are you going to do the holy one? Or not?
Nah, I'll go without because, you know, I'm on a budget. So,
Oh, okay.
So it's usually done with white onion, but I want to know how much each is.
Okay, okay, separately?
Yes, please.
You know they're both $1.19 a pound though, right?
They're both $1.19 a pound? Yes.
Okay.
I just want to know how much it is so I can decide.
That'd be 70 cents.
That's 70 cents, and plus that. Okay, I'll do. All right, we'll go with that.
Okay. Anything else?
No, this will be it.
Okay, now I can add garlic to your agenda for free.
Thank you.
Since you're so good to me.
Oh,
If
thank
wanna
you so
try it.
much.
I like being holy.
It'll be good for both of us at church tomorrow.
That's right. That's right.
Well, thank you so much, Jean. I really appreciate that.
You
can put
enjoy
that
it.
right in there. How much do I owe you?
Okay, you owe me $2.20.
$2.25.
All right, let's go. I can't wait to get some.
Oh, I can't wait to bring it to you.
Oh, I know. You know, I'm getting it. I look forward to that every week.
Good. I'm glad. I'm really glad.
I
Well,
haven't had nothing I didn't like yet.
well, gumbo is very, very special to me. It's a family thing. That's what we do.
Did gumbo though? Do you add shrimp?
Not today because there's no shrimp here at the market,
Good.
but sometimes, but
Okay.
not today. Today I'm going to use andouille sausage.
Okay, that's that.
So
I can
yeah,
stand
it's really
that.
good. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, I'll be back a little bit later with those samples.
All right, you
bye,
have a great
Jean.
day.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Hey, Mr. Tommy, how are you doing today? I'm gonna get some okra from you because I'm making some gumbo. I think that this one looks pretty good, the little, or maybe some tiny pods, so I don't even have to slice them. I don't know. I think maybe, yeah, I think this one looks good. How much are they? Or maybe this one. I don't know.
$1.25.
$1.25. Wow, that's a lot.
Right
Okay.
there.
I think this one looks good. We'll go with this one. And I have my own bag,
All right.
and we can put it in there. Yep, just dump them right on in. Love it. You can keep that.
How about that?
And that little one, he got away. Put him in there. $1.25, right?
$1.25.
And there you
All
go.
right, thank you.
So I have to ask you,
What?
this is my first time buying from you, but I have a speaking suspicion that you've been here at the market for a pretty good while.
Yeah.
How long have you been coming to the market?
Ever since the market's been here.
So for over 40 years, you've been coming here, and you've been right here?
Right here.
Wow, that's amazing. I don't want to call you an old timer, but you're an old timer.
Yeah, I'm old time.
Well, I can't wait to finish this gumbo with the okra in it, and I'm going to come back and give you some samples because
Okay.
you absolutely deserve it.
Yeah, I'm 76, so I've been here around a good
Wow.
long while.
Well, it was really nice to see you again, Mr. Tom, and
All
I'll
right.
see you next time.
Come
Bye.
back and see you.
Doing pretty good. I need an ear of corn, just one.
One ear of
Because I am making gumbo, and I think that the corn will look good in there and taste good too.
Oh, it's good corn.
So, what kind of corn is this?
Honey Select.
And is it called honey select because it's sweet? Or is it like
It's
the
called
best?
Honey Select because it's sweet and
It's like the best
and
corn on the market.
it's the best corn. Sweetest corn. It's a triple sweet.
Triple. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just.
It's the only triple sweet white yellow corn on the market.
Well, this will be my first time having it, so I'll just take this ear, and it's 50 cents. Oh
50
wow.
cents.
I'm making out like a bandit today. I'll give that to you. Sorry, I have
I'll
to break this
I'll
big
give you
bill.
that ear corn today.
Oh, thank you so much. you don't want me to break my 5?
No.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How about, can I at least give you 30 cents? How about
Nah,
30
just
cents?
take it. It's on the house.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Because when you eat that, and you want to come back and get more.
Okay, that's a deal. That's a deal. Thank you so much, Bruce. I'll see you next time.
Okay.
Now that I have my ingredients, it's time to turn this into a meal for a family of 4. While we take a break, I'm going to head over to our demonstration kitchen and start prepping. And when we come back, we'll start cooking.
Money for college, a job when you graduate. The Winston-Salem Police Department has you covered. Learn more about HBCU scholarship opportunities at WSPD.org. The Winston-Salem Police Department. Reach for excellence.
Welcome back to the $20 Challenge. I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Ka, and now it's time to cook a meal for 4 using ingredients I just bought today here for $20 at the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market. Today I'm going to make a country gumbo and skillet biscuits. Gumbo is something that is very important to me and my family. I am a grandchild of New Orleans. My grandfather, he was born and raised in New Orleans, and he came here to Winston-Salem to be a football and a track coach at Winston-Salem State University. And he married my grandmother, and while she was not from New Orleans, she was actually from the eastern part of the state, he taught her classic dishes that were integral to his upbringing. And my grandmother, she taught those dishes to me, and I'm going to teach the gumbo dish to you. So gumbo, it's something for everybody, whether you have a lot of money, a little money, or right in between. You can put a little, you can put a lot, you can put any kind of ingredients in it. There's certain things that I believe, and I only believe because my grandmother told me this, that should be in gumbo. Number 1, a roux, which we'll cook a little bit later, and okra. I personally believe that if it doesn't have okra in it, it isn't a gumbo. You can dispute that, but this is my gumbo, and this is what I'm doing, so this is how it's going to happen. But I do have to say, I do have a very special guest, very special sous chef with me today. He's very revered in the community, and I am absolutely honored and over the moon to have him on the show here today. And it is Chef Tim Grandinetti from Springhouse Restaurant, Kitchen, and Bar. So glad to have you on, Chef.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for getting my meats together.
My pleasure, my absolute pleasure.
So, are you familiar with gumbo?
You know, I have a very family-oriented story about gumbo myself. So I've been visiting the Chesapeake Bay area for years. I have family in Annapolis, and my family from Edgewater, just outside of Annapolis, introduced me to gumbo many, many years ago. More of a seafood gumbo, but have been enjoying gumbo for years, more with crab and shrimp, but love gumbo and was really brought back to great memories. And I think food does that to you. Food brings you back and really just makes you brings back great memories. And
absolutely
so I thank you for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're gonna make some really good stuff today.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you so very much.
Cook.
Let's get cooking.
Indeed.
All right. So, I mentioned roux. Roux is very important and very integral to gumbo. So what is a roux? A roux is 50% fat. It could be butter, like I'm putting in here. It could be oil. It could be any kind of fat. Bacon fat, bacon grease, all of those good things. And then you've got flour. So what a roux does is a roux, it flavors your gumbo and also thickens your gumbo. And there's different stages of roux too. So a blonde roux is one that's kind of light colored. And then you've got a peanut butter roux, which means it doesn't have peanuts in it, but it's the color of peanuts. And then you've got a red brick roux. The longer you cook it, the deeper and darker that flour is going to turn. And also the longer you cook it, the less it's going to thicken your gumbo. So what I did, because roux takes such a long time, and I know you don't want to watch me for more than an hour, I made some roux before you got here. So I did just put this flour and butter inside of the pan. So the key to roux is to stir it and continue stirring it. Low and slow is the way to go. The lower and slower you go, the better it'll be. So if you just happen to, take your eye off and check Facebook or check Twitter and your roux is burnt, you have to start all over again. You can't use that roux. So this roux is not burnt. It looks really good. It's a nice color because I turned it up high. So I'm going to add my roux that I started earlier. Whoops. To get that nice foundation. And so while your roux cooks, while this roux cooks, I'm gonna talk about the Holy Trinity. So the base, other than roux, that goes into a lot of Creole and Cajun cooking is the Trinity. It's equal parts onion, green peppers, and celery. And to make it holy, you add a little bit of garlic. So once your roux has cooked to its desired color, or your desired color, this is when you want to add in that Trinity. So you want to put your onions, and be careful because it's going to steam because it's really hot. So you want to put your onions in, and I've got garlic in there, and I put the celery in. And instead of green peppers this time around, I'm going to put in a little squash. Because, like I said earlier, you can put in whatever you want in your gumbo, and it's going to be delicious. So, but it's got to have okra, and we'll talk about okra in a moment. So you want to stir your vegetables, your foundation, in with the roux. And once you've done that, and it's cooked for a few minutes, that's when you want to add your okra. Now, okra, it's a point of contention for a lot of people. So okra, people think that it's a little slimy. Well, instead of using the word slimy, I'm going to give you a new word to use, mucilaginous. So when something is mucilaginous, it's a fancy SAT word, number one, and number two, half the time people won't know what you're talking about, but that is a word to use to describe okra. Now, the two ways to make your okra not be mucilaginous is to stew it for a very long time or to do it very quickly. And in this case, in gumbo, we're going to do it for a pretty quick amount of time. So I'm going to put in the okra, and I'm going to stir it up and make sure that the roux and the vegetables cover every inch of it. And this is where it gets fun right now. So at this point in time, you want to add either water or stock to your pot. So I'm going to add some water. Now you can add chicken stock, seafood stock if you're making a seafood gumbo, or this good old Winston-Salem water. Very delicious. So once you've added that, you're going to bring it up to a boil. And while that's coming up, I'm going to add our lima beans, because I love limas. And I'm going to add in, to give it a little extra depth of flavor, to make it earthy, some thyme. Just a couple of sprigs. Because in no time at all, this will be done. And a couple of bay leaves. I love putting bay leaves in the gumbo because it tastes like you have been simmering it for hours when it only took a mere 30 minutes. Actually, I'm going to put more than a couple. I'm going to put like 5 in here. So while the gumbo comes up to a simmer, let's talk about biscuits. All right. I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot. I'm a biscuit queen. I recently won a biscuit contest for Southern Biscuit Flour, and Southern Biscuit Flour is a wonderful flour. It's made here in North Carolina, and it's great to use. I'm using their biscuit Formula L mix, and basically it's everything is in it. All you have to do is add buttermilk, which is exactly what I did. And I've got my trusty cast iron skillet that my grandmother so graciously gave to me, or rather, I took it when she passed away. So in the bottom of the skillet, I've got a little bit of oil and a little bit of butter. So normally when you make biscuits, you make them in the oven. Well, I'm gonna make them in the cast iron skillet on top of the stove. So I'm just gonna make little drop biscuits here. The cast iron skillet, it's on high, and the butter and the oil is sizzling. And I'm just gonna put a couple of biscuits in here, and one extra for sampling purposes. So after you've put your biscuits in the pan and let them hang out, you're gonna wanna cover it. So I'm gonna cover it with this bowl so that there's plenty of room for the biscuits to rise. And they will hang out. Whoop. In the meantime, our gumbo is starting to come up to temperature, and it's looking kind of thick, which is exactly what the roux has done. And it's a beautiful, beautiful color. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add our andouille sausage that we bought. So andouille is very classic in Cajun and Creole cooking. So what is andouille sausage? Andouille is a heavily spiced sausage that's made with pork innards. There's enough spice in the andouille that you don't need to add any extra Cajun seasoning, because there's plenty of that in this sausage. So I'm only using a couple of the links because a little goes a long way. So while the gumbo simmers down and while the biscuits bake up, we're gonna go on a break. And I wish you could smell what this pot is cooking. That garlic and the onions and the squash are all coming up. This is gonna be so delicious. We'll see you when we come back.
For the best in locally grown farm fresh meats, fruits, and vegetables, shop the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market. This year, we're celebrating the market's 40th anniversary with special events and contests. And don't miss the $20 challenge every second and fourth Saturday through September. Chef Nikki has just $20 to buy and prepare a complete meal for 4 right there in the market. It's the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market, open every Saturday, year-round, 6 to 1 at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. The Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market, a Winston-Salem tradition since 1974.
Hi, welcome back to the $20 challenge. I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Ka, and I am making country gumbo today and skillet biscuits. So while we were on break, the gumbo, it came up to boil, it thickened up a little bit more, and our biscuits are still working. I had to turn them over because that's how you know that's how you make skillet biscuits. So how do you know that gumbo is ready? Well, the first indication is when you're stirring it, it's going to coat the back of your spoon, and you'll be able to put your finger down it, and it'll make a line. That's something called nappe, and that's how you know it's done. Also, I'm going to add a little bit of this fresh corn right at the end, because I like the flavor of fresh corn because it's still a little raw, but it gives it a little pop in your mouth and this little crisp and crunch, and I really like that. And it gives it a little extra flavor. So this gumbo is done. So what's next? The skillet biscuits. Are you ready? Ta-da! So these skillet biscuits, also known as, if you're using cornmeal, corn pone, or hoe cakes, very easy. Use a cast iron skillet. You don't want to use a a non-stick skillet because it won't work as well. But basically, you put your butter and oil in the pan just like we did earlier. Wait until the bottom of the biscuits are nice golden brown, and then you take your handy spatula or your hoe and you flip them over, and they'll be nice and golden brown. So I'm just gonna plate these up, put them on this cute little plate here because they're gonna be really delicious. Now remember, I made them with self-rising flour and a little bit of buttermilk. We'll let them hang out because nothing goes better with stew than a nice biscuit. And now that the gumbo is done, I'm going to invite our special guest back on, Chef Tim.
All right.
You ready to eat?
Smells delicious.
It does smell delicious.
Oh, that's awesome.
So one of the most wonderful things about gumbo is it's usually served with rice. Now, there's a lot of point of contention. Some people use tomatoes. I don't. Some people don't use okra. I do. But the only thing that everyone agrees upon is it should be served with rice. So I made some rice. I'm going to put this in the bowls for us. You want a little or a lot?
I love rice. I think you're
Okay.
right. Gumbo should definitely be served with rice.
Absolutely. We'll do a lot for the both of us. And now we'll ladle up this good old gumbo. One for you.
I agree too. I like the fresh crunch.
Yeah, of the corn. Yeah. So a lot of people, we'll do two. Two for you and two for me.
Perfect.
A lot of people, there's that nice big chunk of sausage in there. Lucky you.
That says love.
Yeah, it does. That's a lot of love in there right there, like this. So for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And for me, and I have a spoon for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And for me, let's taste this. See what's going on in here.
Absolutely.
It's very hot because it's fresh.
Really, really delicious.
That is great. It's kind of herbaceous from the thyme, from that bay leaf, and the lima beans. There's a lot of lima beans in here, but it's really good.
You get that vegetal flavor really plays through. I like that.
How about that sausage?
Well, that to me says gumbo. I like the andouille component.
I absolutely agree with
Right.
that. Oh, yeah. Okay. We need to try a biscuit, too.
Very, very delicious.
You just pinch off a piece,
That sounds good. Let me get right in there.
and I'll pinch off from the same piece.
Perfect.
It's all nice and fluffy.
That's how I like to do it.
Yep. This man, he knows what he's doing. Oh, yeah. It's good, isn't it? It's nice and buttery and crusty and all fluffy.
Meal, right? That's a great meal right
It's
there.
an excellent meal. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
So, if you would like to cook this at home, I have the recipes posted on my blog, Nick Snacks, at nicksnacksonline.com. To make this, I spent $7.30 for andouille sausage, $3.75 for lima beans, 25 cents for squash, $2.20 for onion and celery, $1.25 for okra, and garlic and corn, nothing, for a total of $14.75. So, if you noticed, the corn and the garlic, they were free to me. Well, those wonderful vendors, they did something that in New Orleans they call a lag nap. A lag nap is something that is free or gratis, something that you know, a little something extra to give to people. So I'd like to thank them for giving me the corn and the garlic for lag nap. So, if I can do it,
Cheers.
you can do it too. Take your own $20 challenge here at the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market, and you could win this reusable shopping bag. Send photos or video of your $20 challenge to me at nicksnacksblog@gmail.com. Thanks for watching the $20 challenge. Remember, Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market is open every Saturday from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. We'll be taping our next episode here at the Farmers Market on August 23rd at 10 a.m. Come out and see for yourself if I can pass the $20 challenge. Thank you so much, Chef Tim.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Codd. Thanks for watching.